When you're a reseller, you can make bad life choices. Or good.
The worst.
The worst. What's up, you magnificent sons of bitches? It's your boy Country Biscuit. Where the hell have I been? Well, probably like you guys, been dealing with this, I don't know what they call it, fucking pandemic. It's kind of kiboshed a lot of everything going on in the world, including reselling. Now, I know some states are open, some thrift stores have started coming back up, but I wanted to get on here and just kind of talk about what the hell's been going on since my last video, which I think was probably March. We're fucking July 1st tomorrow. I didn't die. What the hell happened? Well, life got in the way, honestly. My business started growing at a rate that thrifting had to kind of become the back burner, where when I started my company, thrifting was what was helped fund it. And now I'm in my third year, and I've reached the point where now it is my main source of income, and so thrifting is kind of not fallen on the wayside, but it's definitely changed. The dynamic has gone from thrifting to pest control thrifting, which isn't a bad thing because, you know, I started the company for a reason. I actually enjoy solving pest problems, and I'm actually really good at it. But I wanted to let you guys know what the hell's been going on. So our state shut down in March. They closed all non-essential. Luckily for me, pest control was considered essential, so I was still able to work at a limited capacity, because just because I'm essential doesn't mean that my customers want me in their home. So a little bit of a lag there. So what I started doing is dropping prices of things that I still had, that I had already thrifted, mostly shoes. As you know, I switched to shoes primarily, but I also used that downtime to go through my house and find more shit that I wasn't really using and I could get rid of on Facebook Marketplace. And then I started looking at what people were looking to buy the most of, and I'm not talking about toilet paper and sanitizer and all that shit, because we all know how that went, but workout equipment that I wasn't using or that was too light. And then I really got into crafts, and I know that sounds weird. I'm actually sitting on a swing that I built, very DIY. It's called a barn porch swing. I'll post a bunch of pictures throughout this of some of the things that I've built during the time off since March. I built a fence around our back patio so that we could kick the dogs out and so they wouldn't pee on the kids' toys. I built the swing, and how you doing? That's what happens when you film in your front yard. You get neighbors waving, wondering what the hell you're doing, and then you get cars driving by. So, you know, it's either out here dealing with this or inside dealing with screaming kids, but that's what you get. Anyway, so I built a little wraparound deck. I built this swing. I built a boxing, like, punching bag. Not a heavy bag, but I used a tire, cut it in half, and then framed it up. I built a mailbox post that has a back end that you can plant flowers. And I learned how to do brakes and rotors on my car. And speaking of cars, that's it. I bought a 1973 Ford Ranchero with a 351 Cleveland engine in it. I purchased it very cheap. The engine does run. I drove the car home. However, it has a lot of rust damage, so I am actually cutting that out and replacing the floor. I already have everything removed. I got all the door panels off. They're actually in pretty good condition. I can just repaint them. Got all the dash cover off, floor. Got all the headliner pieces out.
Why are you talking to?
I did a little bit of cutting, but the old nibbler went to shit, so that's what you get for a $10 part on Amazon. Doing it all, as much of myself as possible. I did have a friend come over and help me put in a new power steering pump, change the fuel filter, messed with the carb a little bit, changed the diaphragm on that. But, you know, keeping myself busy and learning to do little things here and there. Oh, I built some floating shelves. That was the first thing I did. And that's what kind of started the gears turning on. Let's just see what DIY crafts I can do while the thrift stores are closed and I can't source. Completely forgot that I built myself a workbench for the garage for my tools. I built a king-size headboard for our bed. I ended up staining that black, and then I redid the gate for our backyard. I did do some co-signment with a buddy from San Antonio. He gave me 12 pair of like Jordan and high-end collector sneakers, and I moved some of those. I think I have 5 pair left. And then really it's just been slammed with pest control and home projects, staying at home, staying safe. And going forward, I really think that because I now have the luxury of not having to struggle to get the bills paid with building the business, and I can now do it kind of comfortably, I'm going to focus my thrifting on not having to do so much cleaning and work on shoes. That way the things that I get are just going to be, you know, touch up, photo, list, the end. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on bullshit. I also have done absolutely zero with Amazon FBA. I haven't sent anything in. I mean, I know they stopped accepting things, but I haven't sent anything. I haven't closed my account yet, but once everything's sold out, I just haven't been able to send anything in, and I haven't been looking for it since I was primarily doing shoes before the COVID. I love how that's like casually like, well, you know, the COVID, you know, in 20 years, my kids will be talking about it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right now because my neighbor's pulling up and he's a fucking weirdo. And this makes me look like a fucking weirdo. So let's go ahead and pause. All right, let's try that again. I am now in my lair, my office. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably why I don't record a lot, because I still don't like filming when people that I don't know can see me, because it just feels not narcissistic, but it's just like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And I know I shouldn't care, and in order to grow this, I have to get over that, but I still just can't. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Amazon FBA. So yeah, I haven't really been sending anything in, partly because I switched to shoes, and then the other part is because they're not accepting anything right now. So that would be an easy go-to once everything gets back to normal, since I'm now devoting more of my time towards my actual pest control company, would be to just do FBA, because then I just get the items, package them, and send them, and let Amazon deal with everything. And it's actually the easiest way to do the reselling, not reselling. Come sail away, come sail away. Merch by Amazon, if you design shirts and stuff like that, if you're familiar with it, has actually been doing awesome for me. Now in April, they completely shut it down because they wanted to put all of their attention towards essential items. But they opened back up in May, and my first month back, a lot of the designs that I have to do with current events. So when SpaceX did their new launch, some of my designs from 2018 that I did just took off. They've been consistent sellers, but one shirt in particular, I sold 157 of them between May 1st and yesterday. So I'm averaging right now about 350 to 450 a month coming in from merch by Amazon, and those are off designs from 2018, 2019. I haven't been doing any designs on that. Again, I just slacked off. I mean, there is no reason or excuse. I should be constantly on there doing research and making shirts, because it's legitimately the most passive income that I have coming in. I'm gonna get $428.37 royalties or actually it was deposited in my account yesterday for shirts that I sold last month. And all the shirts that I sold last month, those designs I uploaded in 2018. So I'm still getting paid for shit that's 2 years old now. So that's as passive as you can get. So I should try and focus more on creating more designs. The problem with it is the research, and a lot of the shit that goes on Merch by Amazon is just taking someone else's idea and tweaking it to make it your own. And that's not really fun to me. I like creating designs, but when you put a lot of time into a design and then it doesn't sell, it's kind of a waste. So I think you're all caught up. That's what I've been doing since March. Focusing on my business. Things still selling here and there. In the background, slowly working it out. I got 2 pair of shoes going out today. One was 40 bucks, one was 65. So, you know, still doing well. I want to say I'm still bringing in at least $1,000 profit per month from reselling, and that's with no sourcing because everything's been closed, and just selling stuff around the house. As you can see, I have a plethora of things that I could possibly sell, but this is actually my toys and records and things like that, art that I'm into. But yeah, just updating you guys, I'm still alive. I'm gonna try and get back on this. I know I say that almost every time. Oh, and some of the projects I did, yeah, I probably should have made videos of me doing those, but a lot of those were done without prints or designs. They were just kind of like off the dome, and I just kind of guessed to what would work. And there was a lot of anger and having to do recuts and profanity and all that good stuff that you probably would have enjoyed watching a dude fuck up instead of just following a simple plan. But that's not how Country Biscuit does things. Try to learn how to navigate this new water we're in. I hope you guys are still crushing it. Also, I don't know what state you're in, so I don't know how it applies to that, but just a heads up, they did open unemployment benefits to self-employed people. And basically what that means is if you're a full-time reseller and thrift stores shut down, so you can't source, so you can't work, you're actually able to apply for unemployment, and whatever your state gives you as your benefit, so let's say it's $400 a week, the federal government is actually including $600 on top of that, so it would be $1,000 a week. Now that is actually until July 31st, but we are pretty sure they're going to go ahead and extend that. So just something to look into, whatever state you're in. Unemployment was open for anyone over the age of 18. It's not just for people that have an actual job and fill out a W-4 or a W-9. If you are actually a self-employed reseller and you're not able to thrift, you're not able to source, you're technically without a job, you can file for unemployment and hopefully bring in some money to help you during these insane times. So wear a mask, wash your hands, and you know, we'll see you again.
Country Biscuit is not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and make your own decisions. Thank you.